What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. Today's video, we're going to be featuring some awesome shiny hunting locations that weren't so great on the Switch 1, but are so much better on Switch 2 that I'm really excited because these two spots I really wanted to feature for my ultimate shiny hunting guide, and now I finally can. Of course, guys, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel and joining the Pan fam by hitting that join channel member button below. So we're going to begin our first shiny hunt in Kitakami, and here we're going to be starting right down here on the beach, and our goal is to go over here. Now, the reason why this place is awesome is because this is a cave that only spawns Ekans. However, on the Switch 1, you would only get like a few, and it would take so long for them to load in. It was a disaster. But currently, I have no sandwich up or anything like that. And we already have Ekans coming in. And look at how many snakes we have coming in with no sandwich, no outbreak. This is a massive improvement, and now you can finally isolate shiny hunt for Ekans. Before, you would have to go into the fields around this area, and you'd be getting the Bellsprout line everywhere with them too. And it's a green shiny in green grass, so it's a little bit annoying to like try to see the shiny one. So now we have a true isolated shiny hunting method for this Pokemon, which is really great. And what we're going to do here is actually going to try to shiny hunt this. So before we begin, always save your game just in case you don't get the shiny, you don't waste your materials. And I actually believe you can't actually do a picnic reset within the cave itself. You got to sort of run right outside and do it like this, but that's actually fine too. It's not too bad. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a poison level 3 sandwich, and that's going to be relatively easy for us to do here. And that sandwich is going to be 1 green pepper, 1 salty, and 1 spicy. Now that we have our sandwich ready, we are ready to begin this shiny hunt, and super easy. So once again, idle sparkling encounter. I like to hang on the right side. I feel like we get more spawns from the left side of the room if we just hang out over here. If you hang out outside and try to look in, you will be getting Bellsprout, Victory Bell, or Weeping Bell spawns coming around. They'll sort of eat away from this spawn point. But you do get a decent amount of spawns here. I mean, this is definitely looking like maybe 15 spawns right here. They'll keep on spawning in, but it could get a little bit slow because, unfortunately, there are Pokemon spawning around us outside in the overworld still. But once you get a decent amount of spawns, just run back outside real quick, get the picnic reset, and just keep on doing it. As you saw right there, there was a Weeping Bell just chilling. So like I said, you will be getting some outside spawns and potentially some Ekans could be outside, but we're only going to care about the ones that we can see within the inside. It's not a big deal at all. So good luck on this shiny hunt. Well, that one took a bit of time. I mean, about 24 minutes, but you can see shiny Ekans in the back here. Very obvious, stands out in the pack. And that looks like a pretty big Ekans right there. So there we go. Shiny Ekans. And let's move on to our next shiny hunt. For our next shiny hunt, we're going to go over to Fellhorn Gorge at Fallen Horn. And there is another cave here that was extremely disappointing to me during the Switch 1 era. And it was supposedly going to be the best spot to hunt Poliwag, but it really just ended up being trash overall. And it was very disappointing. However, it is a lot better now. Now, I still have the poison sandwich up, but you can see that we have Poliwag spawning in pretty well. You also get some Poliwhirls as well too, which is pretty nice. But something I never realized on the Switch 1 is that you also get Goomies here. And this actually is probably the best place in the game to isolate shiny hunt for Goomy. Because other than that, you could do it on the lake in Paldea, but you still get Tatsugiri spawns taking it over. But here is actually a true isolate shiny hunt for both Goomy and for the Poliwag line. And I think this is an actual incredible spot. Like I said before, it was not meeting my standards, and this spot just never made it into my ultimate video guide. So what we're going to do here is we're going to, of course, save our game before we do a shiny hunt, just so we don't waste any sandwich material. And then we're going to make a picnic. And we're actually going to go for the Goomy here first, and we're going to make a dragon shiny sandwich. And we're going to be doing this with 1 avocado piece. And then we're going to use a salty herba mystica. And I believe we're also using another salty herba mystica on this too. We got sparkling tidal encounter level 3 for dragon type Pokemon and ready to begin this shiny hunt. So we're going to hang out on this side of the cave over here, because they're all spawning over on that corner. I mean, you can switch corners if you want, but the Goomies are coming in pretty quickly, which is really nice, honestly. I do feel like eventually you're just gonna have to hit reset because they won't fill in the entire cave. Mostly because the Goomies don't move too much, and if a Pokemon is standing over a spawn point, a Pokemon won't spawn in, so that spawn point is cleared out. But honestly, that's a pretty decent amount. And the good thing about this cave is you actually just walk a little bit forward, and you can just do that. I actually want to test out the other side because I haven't yet. So let's just make sure. How does this other side look if we do it? It potentially could be better. We do have one spawn point. It seems to be relatively the same. They just have a little bit more room to move. So I guess it's just going to be up to your preference on how do you want to hunt, on either on the left side or on the right side. Either way, you're going to go maybe towards the center just to reset, and then you're going to walk back to the corner you want to do your shiny hunt in, and good luck on that. So it'll be relatively easy overall, though. Well, that one didn't take as long as Ekans, but took a decent amount of times. But obviously, shiny Goomy is a beautiful shiny and very obvious, so you're definitely not going to miss it. Looks like a smaller one, but hey, look at that. Absolutely beautiful. So hey, a great shiny hunting location. The shiny hunt a pseudo legendary, and let's just catch this real quick. But we got to move on to one last hunt, and that is going to be Poliwag. And now for the Poliwag hunt, we're going to be using one cucumber, one salty herb, and one spicy herb. There we go, sparkling title encounter level 3 for water type Pokemon, and ready to begin this shiny hunt. Now I'm going to go ahead and test both sides of the room to see which one's better for Poliwag. So you will get Poliwhirls with Poliwags, but those are the only Pokemon that are going to be spawning in. Now the shinies for both of these are going to be a lighter blue color. Now it's much more obvious on Poliwhirl and Poliwag. But yeah, but Poliwag is the really hard hunt here. It's an incredibly hard shiny hunt. It's brutal. And honestly, you're just going to have to really pay attention to the different Poliwags. And you're going to just see one that's going to be one shade lighter than the current ones. Now, I know this is going to be very difficult for a lot of people, but unfortunately, we have no shiny sound, no on-screen sparkles. So it's really hard. But the good news about being in a cave is you can, one, just walk up to them and just check them out, and they're not going to be aggressive on you, but you also don't have to deal with like bad lighting or anything like that. And if you're really worried, you could do the knockout method too. You can just like stand here, knock out a bunch of them, and then more Poliwags will continue to spawn over there. Of course, Gallade will not knock out a shiny. So if you're like, oh, I don't know if this one right in front of me is shiny or not, Gallade will come over here. He's too busy murking. But you know what I mean? You can just do it like this as well and just stand on the other side of the cave. So you have that method as well. It's going to definitely be slower and technically could be an AFK hunt, but you know, sometimes your auto battle Pokemon will stop working. So definitely consider that. But I do think, honestly, just hanging out on this side and having them spawn on the other side works really well in general. So I think both sides are going to be pretty nice, but let's see if we can do it with the good old-fashioned picnic reset way and see if we can get it that way. And I'm just going to hang on the other side and just double check, and we get better spawns over there. And a lot of them are coming in, so it seems they actually seem pretty equal at the moment. Unfortunately, no clusters of them. It's all going to be individual spawns, so good luck on this shiny hunt, and hopefully we can get one. Now, for those who are having difficulty what the shiny actually looks like, I haven't been able to get one, unfortunately. However, I do have one from a previous hunt. So mine is on the right here. And it's much lighter than the one to its left. It's gonna stand out for sure, but it's definitely not the easiest hunt. You got to pay attention for something that's an ever so slightly lighter blue. All right, ever so slightly lighter blue is what you're looking at here. It's not the easiest thing, but you can see that it is darker. This other one here is a little bit darker than this one. And I mean, the unfortunate thing is everything else is the same. The lips are the same. The tail is the same. So this is a hard hunt for sure. So maybe trying to auto battle it may be the best thing for you to do. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy this shiny hunting guide. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. I appreciate it. And let me know in the comment section below what other shiny hunts you want to see me do on Switch 2. Anyways, peace out and have a good one.